Businesses hit hard by COVID now facing more pain from the supply chain, and it is getting crunched. My next guest says that this is affecting prices. Owner of J. Walker Salon in New Jersey, Jessica Walker, joins me now. Jessica, I went to the salon over the weekend. It was the first time I'd been there since we flipped the page on the new year, and the prices went up. I asked them why, and they told me that the workers, it's a labor shortage, and also the workers there are demanding more.
Wow. Yeah, it's definitely difficult right now. Everything around us is going up. We used to be able to buy a box of gloves for $4. That box of gloves is anywhere between $12 and $18, depending on where you can find it from, as well as the employees. Everyone's looking for more money. They want to know their value, and they want to feel and be appreciated. And with that, there's also a lot of recruitment coming out there from other companies. So it's really difficult to, try to keep that culture, and as the owner, keep your chin up and make good decisions.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you want to keep your good employees. You want to keep them on board. You don't want to lose them. You invest in training them and building client relationships with them as well, which is so important. But how do you do it when you have to manage these costs, right? You're a business owner too, and you've got to make the math work. So when your supply costs are going up and goods are harder to come by, and you also are having to hike wages, how do you make it work? Does it eat into your profits? Do you let a certain percentage go and try to preserve the rest? What are the solutions?
It absolutely eats into the profit. That's, all the way. And the same thing goes with increased employee payroll. But when it comes to needing the supplies, we have to have what it takes to be able to take care of the customers. And we haven't increased our prices because at this point, our community has been so supportive with our business where we are. And it's just one of those things where it may come down the pike, but at some point, leadership, there needs to be some kind of regulations on what are we doing and how are we going to keep business open? Because if our employees are out for being sick, or if they're out and, the landlords and the rent still have to get paid, our expenses still have to all get paid.
Right. And when this started a year ago, I'll point out that many of the business owners that we spoke to said they could ride it out for a little while, and they sort of were going with the flow and trying to be as nimble as they could be. But as you're watching this go longer and longer, and most people are saying we expect this inflation to continue, through this year into next year now, it just becomes harder and harder. I think it's something that, many business owners have expressed. They're looking for help from the administration.
It would be really amazing. Well, I have to tell you that, our community here, they're really looking at the services that we provide as rituals, and it absolutely makes them feel better when they come in and when they're taken care of. My whole brand is when your outer looks good, your inner feels better, and I truly believe that it does. But how long can we really go on with this kind of environment where we don't really know where we're going and how to navigate it? At the same time, I'm not willing to close. I've been in business for 25 years. I'm employing over 60, 70 people, and they all love and respect where we work and our community and the people that we take care of. So, I'm hopeful that, eventually and sooner than later, there will be some guidance on what we can do here, because at this point, we want to keep our doors open, and we really need to have the supplies, and we need to have the staff to be able to continue to recruit new young talent. That's really what I'm working on right now is, offering people support to help to pay for them to go to school, to become, a licensed technician, because without staff, there's no business.
It's a serious problem. We've been talking to business owners across the country in your shoes as well. We wish you the best of luck. It is a struggle. We're going to continue to tell these stories because it's so important. The more awareness that we raise, the administration will say, oh, things are getting better. The employment situation is getting better. But every time we talk to a business owner, the story is very different on the local level. So we appreciate your time today, and we'll check in with you again. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.